This lesson is for English 9 B Group students. The date is 9/28 of 2020. So to start off, I want to remind you about your assignment from yesterday. So yesterday you were working from home and your assignment was to write a paragraph about someone in your family. So the first step to doing this assignment was to write down 5 questions that you will ask this person to learn about his or her life. You were to write these 5 questions in a Google Doc or on a piece of paper. The next step was to find this person and ask them your questions. As they answer you, you need to write down your answers on the same Google Doc or piece of paper. After you have gotten all of their answers to your 5 questions, you need to take their answers and write them as sentences in a paragraph. Here's an example. Let's pretend that I have a brother named Christian. I need to write down 5 questions to ask Christian. Okay, here I've written down 3. Okay, I would need 2 more. Then I would need to go talk to Christian and ask him these questions and write down his answers. So you can see here, I have short answers written down for each question. Okay. After that, I need to take all of those answers and turn them into a paragraph about Christian. So the details of my paragraph all come from the answers to the questions. So the first question he answered was, what do you want to do for a career? And he said that he wants to be a doctor. So I wrote a sentence in my paragraph about how he wants to be a doctor and why, so that he can help people. Okay. The next detail was from the answer to the second question about his pets. He says that he has 3 dogs. And so I wrote a sentence in my paragraph about his 3 dogs and their personalities. So all of your details in your paragraph come from the answers to your questions. Then you also need to add a topic sentence and a conclusion sentence. The topic and conclusion sentences should have similar ideas. Okay, they should be a general statement about the person in your family. Okay, here my topic sentence is Christian is a friendly guy. My conclusion is, if you meet Christian, I bet you would like to be his friend. Notice similar ideas. Christian is friendly. You need to write your paragraph on the same Google Doc or piece of paper where you have your questions and answers. You will turn this Google Doc in by sharing it with me, or if you did it on a piece of paper, you will turn in the piece of paper on Wednesday. Okay? For today's class, okay, the students will read their paragraphs out loud to the class to introduce each other. You will do this on Wednesday when you come back to school. Okay? Our A group students today, after they read their paragraphs out loud, okay, are going to talk about the schedule and classes later this week, and I am going to give them 5 tips for success in hybrid learning. Okay, so with you today, Group B, I'm going to share these top 5 tips for success in hybrid learning, and here they are. Okay, top 4 tips to succeed at school this year. Here they are. Tip number 1 is to check Canvas every day. Get good at using Canvas. Get really good at using Canvas. Okay? You already know that with school this year, there are some days that you are at school in the building, and there are some days that you are at home. When you are at school in the building, it is easy to know what to do because your teachers tell you directly. When you are at home, you might sometimes be confused about what you should do for class. Okay? However, every teacher has a Canvas site, okay? And on their Canvas site, there are instructions for what to do each day, including the days that you are at home. So every day you must go to Canvas and check what you need to do for your classes. Okay, get used to this. Get used to doing it every day. Get used to spending a lot of time on Canvas. It will help you succeed this year. My second tip for you is to check your email every day. Okay? So again, on the days that you are at home this year, your teachers can only communicate with you using Canvas and email. So if your teacher has something to tell you, they're going to email you. So along with checking Canvas every day, you must also check your email every day. Okay? A skill that you need to get good at this year is to skim for important information. This means that you do not need to read every single email completely. Okay? Get used to opening each of your emails and looking at it quickly and deciding, is this important or not important? If you can tell right away it is not important, you don't need to read the whole thing. Look over it quickly and then move on. If you find an email that looks important, then you need to read every word. Okay, so this is a skill that you will learn this year and hopefully become good at, is reading email, okay, reading a lot of emails to see what is important. My next tip for you is to go to your teacher's office hours. Each of your teachers has office hours every week. Office hours are times when your teachers are waiting for you to come ask them questions. Okay, so most of the teachers this year will have office hours on Zoom. Okay, find out when your teachers have office hours and go to office hours. You can ask your teachers questions. You can ask to review for tests. Okay, so when a test is coming, you can go to office hours just to review for that test, and that will help you do better on the test. You can go to office hours and ask teachers what you can do to improve your grade. You can go to office hours to just sit there. You can go to office hours to party. Okay? You can do anything at office hours, but please go. Okay? Go to your office hours. Ask questions. Okay? Figure out how you can get a better grade. Okay? Please go to office hours. All right, and the last tip for you is when you feel yourself getting confused in a class, when you feel yourself falling behind, okay? When you feel like you are lost, or last week you understood the material, but this week you don't, get help immediately. Right away, when you start to feel a little confused or behind, reach out right away for help. Okay? Don't wait. Don't wait for things to get better next week. Don't say, well, it's hard now, but I'm just going to wait a little bit and see if it gets better. Don't do that. The longer you wait to get help, the harder it will be to get back on your feet, to get back to a place where you understand. Okay? Oftentimes we start by getting a little behind, and then as the weeks go on, we get more and more behind. Okay? So get help immediately so you can get caught up immediately and stay on track. Okay? There are many ways you can reach out for help. Reach out to your teacher through an email. Go to your teacher's office hours. Okay? Send me a message or tell me that you're struggling and I will help you. Many ways to ask for help. Okay? So this is what we did in class today. Okay? We talked about ways to succeed in school. Okay? Remember, you will come to school tomorrow on Wednesday, and you need to bring your paragraph about the person in your family. Okay? On the same paper as your paragraph, you should have some questions and answers. And that is your assignment, which is due tomorrow. Have a great day.